I want to take this time to thank Senators Alexander and Murray on the bill that is before our body, the Every Child Achieves Act. It is so important that we focus on this area of education. Two important provisions that I asked to be included have been included in the bill, and want to specifically talk about those. And again, thank both senators for including these important initiatives in this important bill. One of them is a reauthorization of after-school programs, something I've worked on my entire life in Congress, and it goes back a very long time. And another one is on e-cigarettes, which I believe are endangering our nation's youth. Senator Murkowski was very instrumental in the committee working with Senator Murray to make sure that my bipartisan After School for America's Children Act was incorporated in the bill, and I thank her. Mr. President, in the Senate, I first introduced my after-school bill in 1997. I worked with Senator Ensign at that time. The federal government at that time only funded a small after-school pilot program. So when we got to 2001, I saw an opportunity to take that pilot program and turn it into a real funded authorization for after-school programs. The bill that we have on the floor today and next week will modernize that after-school program. It's the 21st Century Community Learning Center program. That incorporates after-school. It will help states support quality after-school programs. It encourages parental engagement and involvement, and ensures that after-school activities complement academic curriculum. Our kids don't stop learning just because the clock strikes 2 or 3 or 4. They keep learning. So the after-school activities are very important. And most important to me is that this bill preserves the stream of funding that is necessary to protect the after-school programs, because to be quite honest, we've had a lot of issues with people trying to grab those funds and use them for something else. And let me tell you why we cannot do that, Mr. President. We serve now more than 1.6 million children of working families every year through this after-school program. That's progress. Think about 1.6 million children. Think about all their parents and the relief it brings to them to know that they've got their child in a quality after-school program. But there are still 11.3 million children left unsupervised when the day ends. In other words, 1 in 5 children, they're unsupervised from 3 to 6 p.m., and those are the hours when juvenile crime peaks and risky behaviors are most likely to occur. Law enforcement and mayors have been telling us for years that after-school programs reduce crime. It truly is a no-brainer. Our kids need a safe place to go after school. And our parents need to make sure that their kids are safe after school, because most parents both work in today's world. And no matter what leading candidates for the Republican nomination say today, my understanding is Jeb Bush said that our workers don't work hard enough. They said that. Our workers don't work hard enough? Just talk to the parents of these kids. They're working hard, sometimes multiple jobs, and they need to know their kids are safe. I want to talk about one student, Gerardo Rodriguez, who grew up in poverty in Los Angeles, and he dealt with the threat of violence and the allure of gang life. While he was at Carson Middle School, he chose to join an after-school program that was run by the Boys and Girls Club instead of a gang. Gerardo went to an after-school program instead of joining a gang. Now, in statistics, he would be told he was likely to be a dropout. Instead, he graduated from Carson High. In 2012, he obtained $3,000 in college scholarships. He's in his second year at California State University, Long Beach, and he's majoring in engineering. We need to save kids like this. Yes, the parents are working hard, many hours, and they need after-school help. This bill helps those kids. I'd like to do more for more children, but I am thankful that we are preserving this program. Our working families need to know that their kids are safe, because there are more than 28 million parents of school-age children who are employed, including 23 million who work full-time. These parents miss an average of 5 days of work a year because they don't have after-school care and their child gets sick. We all know that. We've all gone through that. Our children have gone through that. So it was 30 years ago when I started to work on this issue. And I want to again thank Senators Alexander and Murray for preserving after-school care for our children.